My days in the life in Singapore. But before all this, I got to the Singapore airport where I got the chance to see the rain vortex, the world's largest indoor waterfall. It was really cool being there in person after seeing it on Instagram and YouTube. I met up with my college best friend, and then we got to the place we were staying at to drop off all of our stuff, and then we started walking over to our first destination, the Singapore Flyer. This is my first time in Singapore. I was super excited to see all of these places in person after seeing them all online. The weather wasn't too hot when we came, which is why we decided to walk everywhere. If you ever travel to Singapore and the weather permits, I highly recommend walking around to get to destinations. There's a lot of cool sights and scenery you can see along the way. There's also a lot of shopping places here. This is one of the many we passed by while we were in Singapore. We walked and we're getting closer to the Singapore Flyer. That hotel over there is the one you see in Crazy Rich Asians. It's called the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. And after a 20-minute-ish walk, we got to the wheel. At the downstairs entrance of the Singapore Flyer, there's a cute little garden that we explored for a bit. If you ever plan to go to the Singapore Flyer, you can also get tickets to go to the Capsule Museum. It's a relatively new museum at the Singapore Flyer. It was opened in December of 2020. We bought the Singapore Flyer and Time Capsule Museum ticket bundle and then walked over to first explore the museum. We're walking over to the Time Capsule Museum entrance right now. There's a little button on the left to push to open the door. In the museum, you get to learn more about Singapore's history and culture. I really loved the experience because it was very immersive and information was presented with beautiful digital art and exciting activities you can do along the way. My friend and I also put our own memory orb into the museum, and now our friendship is engraved in the vault. After exploring the museum, we then started heading up to the wheel. While you're walking up the wheel, you're surrounded by these colorful lights which feels like you're time traveling. I thought this was really cool because we just spent time in the museum to learn about Singapore's history, and now we're going up to ride the wheel that will give us views of the modern city. We're getting so close to get onto the wheel! We're on the wheel! We're going up, 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 up! I'm so excited! Obligatory selfie for being on the wheel! The total ride is around 30 minutes, and on the wheel you're told how high up you are and they display some fun facts along the way. The Singapore Flyer is Asia's largest observation wheel with 28 air-conditioned glass capsules. My favorite fun fact was how the Flyer is 165 meters tall, which is equivalent to 31 male giraffes being stacked on top of one another. The views are also so beautiful from the wheel. And that was our experience on the Singapore Flyer. I really love the views. I hope I get the chance to come back again sometime in the future. Also, look at the Singapore Flyer at night. After the wheel, it was around 7 p.m, so we wanted to go get dinner. We decided to walk to the shops at Marina Bay Sands to go to their food court to get food. It's around a 15 to 20 minute walk. Singapore is so beautiful to walk around at night too. So now we're about to walk through the Helix Bridge. It's a pedestrian-only bridge, and fun fact, its structure was inspired by the geometric arrangement of the DNA strand. The bridge is around 280 meters long. And we're getting closer to the shops. The shops at Marina Bay Sands is a very big mall. It's close to 800,000 square feet. This is definitely one of the fanciest malls I've ever been to. It's a really big mall, but we only explored this one side of the mall that night because we were heading straight to the food court for dinner. But here are the sites we passed by on our walk over. And now we're at the food court! There were so many good food options, but I ultimately decided to go with this place. That night, I was craving fishball soup, and I really wanted noodles that were squiggly. This place was really good. I need to come back here. My cravings were satiated by ordering the restaurant's menu item, the folks' favorite. It was so good! And that was my first night in Singapore. The next morning, my friend and I had plans to go to a nature park called Gardens by the Bay. But before going over, we first went to go get breakfast. Today was also a bright and sunny day, and morning time was still not too hot. We decided to go to HarriAnns. I ordered the kaya toast and egg set. This is my first time eating kaya toast. It's a dish that has 2 slices of toast with butter and kaya or coconut jam. I also learned this dish is commonly served as breakfast in Singapore. It's also commonly served with soft-boiled eggs. After breakfast, we headed over to the MRT station to go to Gardens by the Bay. To ride the Singapore MRT, you can use contactless payment with your credit or debit card. We rode the MRT and then we got to our destination. We started walking over. Gardens by the Bay has a lot of different scenery attractions. Hopefully, I'll get the chance to visit all of them sometime in the future. Today, we're specifically going to the Supertree Observatory. I'm so excited because the photos online look so cool, and Crazy Rich Asians was also filmed there. Look at the super trees from a distance! So we continued walking. While I show our journey walking over, here are some fun facts I learned about the super trees. There are 18 super trees. Their height is between 25 to 50 meters. The super trees are not real trees. They're made from reinforced concrete and wrapped in a steel frame. And they act as sustainable vertical gardens. Combined, there are over 162,000 plants growing on them. And now we're almost there! We just need to cross this Dragonfly Bridge. Crossing the bridge is a lot of fun. Along the way, you get to see the beautiful Dragonfly Lake and a good view of the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. And we continued walking to the end of the bridge and we're almost there. Here's more fun facts about the super trees on this walking journey. During the daytime, the super trees provide shade for the people who come visit, and during nighttime, the trees have a light and musical show. The Crazy Rich Asians wedding reception was filmed at the Supertree Grove at night. And now we've made it to the observatory! And this is the view of the super trees of my camera pointing up. We're now walking over to get tickets to go to the top of the observatory, so here's more fun facts. Some of the super trees are designed to harvest solar energy, and the energy is used either for the evening's light shows or the greenhouses. The trees also collect rainwater for irrigation and the park's fountains. And now we're about to go up! Now we're on the super tree! The views are so beautiful up here. Thank you for such a good time, Supertree Observatory! We then got off the Supertree to go to the Jurassic Nest Food Hall. This is Singapore's first dinosaur-themed food hall with Michelin-rated food brands. It's a really cute food court. You can enjoy dining with these dinosaurs. So we just chilled here for a little bit before moving on to our next destination. And that sums up our time at Gardens by the Bay and the Supertree Observatory. I loved it here. I hope to come back and also visit the other attractions at Gardens by the Bay in the future. Be on the lookout for my next Singapore vlog. We go to Merlion Park, Chinatown, and more! I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. I'm a Taiwanese American who makes videos about my life and things I learned along the way. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Melody for live updates. Bye!